and welcome to After Raid Hours, episode 52. What's the
Yay.
52nd Pokemon, Jack?
It's fucking Meowth.
Boo. I would apologize if your favorite Pokemon is Meowth, but you made that choice. So.
I don't apologize.
How's it going, man?
It's good. I got my little Moderna shot, so
Oh,
got half the
nice.
nanobots in me, so waiting to get strong.
I just finished all my nanobot injections, so hopefully my quirk pops in. It's not like spider powers. You know where I shoot spider web from my butt? Like Spider-Man should.
That
Right? Come on.
that'd be awkward. I don't like that.
I mean,
At
that's
all.
the beauty of it. It is awkward, but he should be shooting spider web from his butt.
It's very disturbing. I don't want to think about it.
Spiders are disturbing.
It's true. There.
Anywho, well, how's your Pokemon going then? Has it been going?
It's been good. I think the main thing we had community day, obviously. So hunting Snivy was really nice.
Snivy? Snivy.
Snivy.
Snivy?
I say Snivy.
Snivy makes, that's what I've been saying since the
say
game
Snivy.
came out. I only say Snivy because like I was thinking like, because it's like Snive. Like snooty. Snive.
Oh, okay. I've never even. I didn't even know that Snive was a fucking word. Hmm.
Anywho,
Anyway,
so
so hunting that was fun. Talking to Dan and Teresa was nice because we got to catch up with them at the park.
yeah, shouts to them. We
Um,
hadn't seen them in a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been quite some time. And
I was real kind of surprised they were at Mission Bay.
well, I know I run into people like Keith and like a few other people, but it was nice to actually see them. Obviously, kept social distance
Distance?
and distance.
Oh,
And
Distance.
we were just chatting, got to catch up, talked about like the tournaments because they still do those remotely,
Yeah, they do.
which I'm just like, I don't want to do tournaments unless it's like how we used to do
Well,
them.
and so we discussed with each other. I was talking to Teresa for a while there. And we were talking about like we do miss the physical tournaments.
Definitely. I
There's
miss
something
drinking
about
with people,
yeah,
eating with people.
day drinking with people and playing
Yeah,
Pokemon's a good
shit was
time.
dope.
But also just like it's just different because like the remote tournaments, I know a lot of people fell off because it's not the same like competitive spirit. You're not there with people.
Then you also get the
Um,
people who are just too gung ho about it. That they're like, GG's guys, GG's, and I was like,
Yeah, there are a lot of people like. Well, I mean that's
Stop.
just that's competitive gaming,
ugh,
and like
it
try
annoys me.
it's funny because you take a casual format or a casual game and you try to make it competitive, and that's where the fault is because like
Don't do
yeah,
it, kids.
don't do it.
It's
Yeah,
not fun.
drugs are bad. Competitive gaming is bad.
It's really bad.
Truly. If you play competitively, at least try to manage your salt levels. That's the big thing. Because like when you start caring too much about things that you
That you
maybe
shouldn't care
be,
about.
like losing is not a big deal. Losing sucks, sure, and you shouldn't like losing. But at the end of the day,
This
like
is supposed to be a fun game. Like,
well, like what are the implications? Okay, I lost a match of Pokemon Go. How did that affect my my end game?
your personal worthiness dropped down at least like 2 points.
Right.
No doubt.
Right.
The fact that you didn't use
Right.
a perfect CP'd or perfectly IV Pokemon for the Great League makes you less of a person at the end of the day.
I guess.
So,
Yeah, I'm just.
it's the reason why she
filthy
left
casual
you.
Scrub.
So remember that.
Yeah, please do. But anywho, so yeah, we had the Snivy, the grass snake Pokemon.
Yes.
I forgot to even evolve mine. That's how much I don't care about starter evolutions on the
I thought it looked really
community
good.
day.
But
No, it looks good. I'm just saying that like the move sets.
well, 'cause
Like
it's Frenzy
it's
Plant.
always for a frenzy plant, like for a grass
Cool.
starter, cool. Like come on.
I wanted something sweet like I don't like an advanced version of Solar Beam or a quicker charging Solar Beam.
Well, it's a
Would be
it's a
dope.
grass Pokemon. Give it like a choke a bitch out move or something.
Like Vine Strangle.
No, it's literally just reach choke a bitch out.
Choke a bitch. That would be really
Choke a
cool.
bitch because it's a snake. Fun fact: did you know that Superior has arms?
Does it?
It keeps them behind its back.
Oh, it's that fancy?
Yeah, well, fancy.
It
We'll call it fancy.
Just goes around his belly and it's like, surprise, bitch.
Yeah. Doesn't
That's
ever
pretty
use
dope.
them, and they're really small. But
Makes sense.
Superior has arms. So, fun fact.
Well, so there was that. There's just been I've still
some of the events that have been going on.
Yeah,
Like Rivals Week,
Rivals Week.
which ends today.
It's been okay.
Yeah.
Well, because that had all the fighting Pokemon, correct?
Yeah.
So I've liked it for that. So I've liked having the
Oh, and
chance
the
to get.
Skrelp.
So I
And
did get a shiny Nidoran yesterday, actually, when we were at the card shop.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that was cool. A couple of my other accounts actually got, I think, 3 shiny Nidorans total between like me and my like orphanage of accounts.
Orphanage.
And it was also nice to get Skrelp and Clauncher.
Mhm.
Okay, just making sure I want to say that correctly.
Clowncher.
But it was also nice to again have the chance to get a shiny Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee.
Yeah.
Especially if you didn't pay for the Kanto event. This was a good opportunity to get that.
Zangoose and Seviper being back was kind of refreshing.
And I think it'd be shiny.
Yeah, and they can be shiny, yeah.
So that was cool. I didn't give any Fs for the eggs. I was just like, eggs now are just like...
Eggs are a trap.
They're a trap.
We were talking about it with Dan. Eggs are like, they're basically loot boxes. And if you're not familiar with loot boxes, it's really popular in games like, Overwatch and a lot of EA games. Basically what it is like you pay to try to unlock, in Overwatch they use it as cosmetics now, but in other games it's like a way to cheat into like getting better weapons and better gear.
Okay.
So it's like literally pay to win, and it's gambling because it's all percentage basis. So like when you open, and there's like different rarity assigned to different things. So I'll use Overwatch as an example again. So what if you're looking for a certain costume, like for every holiday there's like a big event like Halloween, they costume out like 6 or 7 of the heroes.
And again, I think you're missing out on this opportunity to do that.
Well, what this is going to be the bad part of that.
All right.
Or the bad part for us as consumers is they throw those costumes, those Halloween costumes, into these boxes, and the boxes. Remember, we bought Jay a bunch of those boxes for Halloween for Overwatch.
Yes.
So, and like the percentage of getting it's like 1%. So it's like, oh, I have to open 100 boxes. Well, how much is 100 boxes? Well, that's like $500 or something like that. Like, so kids are like getting their moms to spend, stealing their parents' credit cards and all this other stuff. And it gets people into financial issues because it's like gotcha games where you just like, oh, I want that thing, I have to keep trying for it. So one, it's lucrative for game developers.
Okay.
Because they're getting money for nothing essentially. For you to have a chance to open it, it's literally gambling. It's like, and similar to like card games, like trading card games, Pokemon, Magic. Otherwise, a nickname for it is cardboard gambling, because you're opening a pack and you're hoping to get, hey, I want that big hit, I want that big cool Charizard, or I want that really cool whatever card.
Yeah.
And obviously you're not guaranteed one. So anyway, problem is like it gets people into like financial troubles. Well, because it's a form of gambling in Europe, in a lot of places, loot boxes are banned. Like in Germany, you can't buy loot boxes. Good. So we were having a discussion that eggs in Pokemon Go are basically loot boxes. Think about it, because you get all the eggs. Yes, you get the eggs for free. Technically, you spin them at stops or whatever. Well, how do you hatch them? Well, I think their loophole to say it's not a loot box system is because you don't have to buy incubators.
You don't.
You can do your one. Now you're incentivized by incubators because you're like, I don't want these garbage ass eggs. I want my chance at whatever's in the 10K right now, which is still a rip because you're never going to get it. But the point is like, it's, and like I said, maybe that's their loophole, but it feels the same as a loot box, and that's where I'm just like, I think eggs are kind of lame, and like there's nothing worth it in the eggs, because like I wouldn't mind if the entire egg pool was something I'd be cool with having, but if I get like my 50th or 60th Alomalola out of a 10K and I'm trying to get the Axus, or I'm trying to get
and that's where
other Pokemon, it's just annoying.
Even the stats and IVs aren't even good for some of the Pokemon you hatch out of eggs.
They're trash.
It is nice to get some of the extra candies and extra XL candies, sure, why not?
Candy.
But at the end of the day, if your eggs are like the current pool, I think.
Well, this is just for the friendship.
Well, for the friendship one or the rivals week,
yeah,
you have a chance of getting like Machops, Tyrogue, Alikid, Magby, Makuhita, Meditite, Zangoose, and Seviper
out of the 5Ks.
Even though you can find a lot of them in the wild.
Yeah, like in your egg,
Like,
like in this one, the egg pull, you're looking at like, oh my, I want the Tyro, the babies essentially, right? Tyro,
yeah.
Gelikid, and Magby. The problem is, if you're looking for those, like if the eggs were like legitimately just baby Pokemon like they used to be,
Hmm.
I'm looking for those. Oh, I hatched a Makuhita. I hatched a Medicite. And yes, that would technically be the baby form of that family line, but still.
And if they're there, I feel like the ones that are basic, like the ones that are out in the wild, you should be like a lot easier to get the shiny form for them from the egg itself. And again, the other missed opportunity for Rivals Week is no shiny Tyrogue.
Yeah, what the hell? I can, I'm really happy to be able to get the shiny Hitmonlee and
Porque
Hitmonchan in the wild.
yes,
But
definitely.
I want the Tyrogue. I want
Yeah.
the Tyrogue too. And if I can hatch a shiny Tyrogue, or if I'm incentivized to hatch shiny Tyrogues because maybe I didn't catch the Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan,
Hmm.
and there's no way for me to control how to do Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan,
Yeah.
or Hitmontop in this case, and that's probably why it's not in there because Hitmontop's not shiny yet. But they could have just done that. They could have just done Tyrogue and Hitmontop as shiny. In fact, you know what they could have done? Just make them all shiny. What are we doing here? Niantic, come on.
Are we playing games?
We're in shambles. What are you doing?
So,
But anyway, that's a whole different discussion. But
well, the other thing, it was the whole challenge thing that they did for the raids.
okay, so
Get into that, please.
did anyone look at that?
Please elaborate.
So they did that challenge, in which case they hit you with the whole like, oh, if trainers, if you work hard and you hit this challenge across the world,
Oh my gosh.
everyone gets 2 times catch Stardust. And it felt like it kind of came out of nowhere, right? Was there a theme involved?
So the global challenge was just to get all trainers to work together in the global community to just
For what?
fight.
So
So it makes sense. They
for the rival week?
yeah, like it was. I think it was like part of it. It just said global challenge.
Right, but my point is there's like no real theme attached to it. It was just
No.
like go raid. In which case, what were the raids? There's some of the mega raids.
Well, it was mainly for Landorus's Terrarian or whatever form.
All the weird, yeah,
Yeah, like
the
he was just
Therian
hanging
form
out.
Landorus, yeah.
Yeah, sure. And some like me, I was like, okay, I have raid passes, but again, I don't. The other raids weren't exactly like super worthwhile. The shiny raids still haven't changed. And again, that might not be a problem to some people. It's not really a problem to me. It's just not appealing.
Okay, okay.
And again, Niantic didn't twist my arm and said, hey, you got to do these raids. I was like, there's millions of other players in the sea that'll be playing.
And what was the challenge?
The challenge was to do 40 million raids in a certain amount of time. So it was like, I forgot, they put it in minutes for some reason to make it like more dramatic.
Dun, 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 dun. You ever play Sonic the Hedgehog and it has that fucking noise when you're underwater, you're about to drown? Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's like, it's
It just like
in my memories.
legitimately in video games, it's one of the most like anxiety-inducing noises because it's like dun, 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 and then like once you get to the end, it's like boop, and then you drown. You literally watch your little childhood hero drown,
Murdered.
and then it starts dun, dun,
Like
dun,
doing
dun,
that,
dun.
because I figured we were going to be close. I took a screenshot at some point before we completed the challenge as a globe.
Yeah.
And one of my friends, Adonis Creatus, had 312 raids by themselves.
Yo, shouts to you, Adonis, because
Like-
these raids were not worth it. First of
And
all,
then
but-
Coach M. Schneider,
Schneider.
if I'm saying it wrong, had like 122. Granted, that probably increased at some point, but still, that's
Okay.
a lot of
Well,
passes.
we know someone who did 150 raids and then quit. How do you do 320 raids?
You're busy. You're a busy
Holy
person.
shit.
Whoever you are.
For Pokemon,
Kudos.
I honestly don't think. I know there's other raids out there, like the Skrelps and the Claunchers and stuff, which is, if you're trying to get those,
I guess.
and you can just solo them, fine. But that's a lot of raid passes.
It's a lot of raid passes.
A raid pass,
for one
on average,
individual.
equates to, like, let's say $1. And yeah, everyone gets a free raid pass a day. But they wanted you to do this challenge quickly so you can get the double time Stardust. So guess what? That's at least a casual $40 million in Niantic's pocket.
Mhm.
For that. And that's just if everyone did one. Or did one extra one. Like, say I did my free for the day. I have a raid pass. I went out and I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go contribute.
Yeah.
I'll contribute to the challenge.
It would have been different again, and we've talked about this before. Say they made the 5-star legendaries in a scalable fight to where you
Oh,
can say like if you're in a rural area and you don't have enough people to battle, that you could fight a Mewtwo and it'll be scaled down so you could be able to fight it one on one.
yeah,
That would be something cool. And again, I'm putting that out there into the world for
yeah,
Niantic.
Niantic, come on.
It's something that
Cool.
I think would help out a lot of players to have raids where you're not always having to depend on other people or able to scale it to the party you invite. So in some areas, like I'll think like New York, or like I heard some players like Fresh back when he played, when he was playing in Japan, he would tell like when he went for that the Go Fest there, that you're able to hop into the raid, but there were so many people hopping into raids, it was kind of hard to get into them.
Yep.
In a lot of areas where there's a lot of spoofer activity, so like New York and major cities, it's hard to get into raid battles because the lobbies fill up so freaking quick. So it'd be really cool to be able to just start even a private lobby, invite your friends, and then you guys. It'll still be difficult, but you guys still have a scaled down
Because it's
chance.
scaled.
Yeah.
Alternatively, I think an
Mhm.
idea that you floated that I think they should do also is cascading lobbies.
Definitely.
And that's kind of on the other side, right? So I obviously I like the scale down. I think you should be able to solo raid bosses outside of making it a challenge. Like it is nice because that is one kind of like niche player area of Pokemon Go is the people that like to challenge themselves. Like, oh, how can I solo or at least two man this raid boss that's supposed to take 5 people, and like they get up there and they min max their counters and like their timing is
And
perfect and all
see,
this other stuff.
the other caveat that they could do as a quick interjection
Okay,
is for a scalable raid boss,
to scale it up.
just make that a separate raid pass where it can adjust it.
So you're talking about like there's raid pass, there's remote raid pass, scalable raid pass. I was
And they
thinking,
could charge it
okay,
a little bit more.
well, because we talk about scalable, right, and you talk about these challenge players. What if it's the opposite, and they're like, I want to beat the fuck out of Shuckle solo, make it 5 star, a 5 star Shuckle, and then like the caveat is if you can do it, if you can beat the scaled up version of it, you get way more, rewards,
XL candies, or you get, yeah,
or like you get 100% shiny or something.
that would be, I would like that. It'd be a challenge.
Money.
It'd be something, I think, people who are looking for a new challenge in the game, if they don't do lucky dex things, if they're not like Dan and do a baby dex, if they don't hunt shinies for that and they're just there to just battle, that would be a really cool alternative, is just being able to challenge yourself with the current raids that are there. So if you
I agree.
find like one of the babies, so let's say Shinx, say if you do a scaled up version, it increases your chances of a shiny percentage,
Yeah.
better stats, why not go for it?
I think
And
yeah,
it can be
make
a
it
challenge
interesting.
for yourself. Like,
I think the raid system
why
still
not?
needs like a little bit of an overhaul, just like the gyms. I think the gym system
Well,
first, but
and that's what I'm hoping they're doing with the Rockets, how they took the Rockets out of rotation. And everyone, like, I saw people getting like, where's the balloon at? I was like, I didn't think any of you really cared, because I never really hear about people talking about hunting rockets. Like, I know I talked about
true.
rockets all the time, and I'm only, I think, 51 away from the purification award, like the platinum. So
That's
I'm
pretty
like,
nuts.
that's where I'm kind of sad. Like, where did they go? But
Where'd you go?
yeah, I'm like,
I miss you so.
But that's something I'm hoping they're kind of revamping that system.
Yeah.
And making it
Would be
maybe
nice.
to where the balloon isn't just there. Because sometimes the balloon would get annoying if I'm just trying to hunt other Pokemon and it's just like around. Or again, the frequency of it. To me, it should just be kind of like an alert.
At least the balloon doesn't dive bomb you. Like, can you imagine if it's like a hawk? It's just like whoop. You have to
Like,
encounter
oh
it,
shit, son.
like on the mainstay RPGs where they like you lock eyes
Yeah.
from across the room, and then
They're just like,
yeah. So anyway,
hey.
no, but to your point, I think hopefully they revamp that system a different way too, or they're gonna do another giant rocket event to
Or
start
more
off
shiny shadows,
summer.
please.
Shiny Shadows would be great.
Please.
Maybe just release Shadows in the Wild. Maybe let me be Team Rocket. Fuck it, I'm done with being Valor.
Can they have a recruiting day? Like
For
a
real.
rocket recruit day?
Let me be evil.
Just make it like Giovanni's birthday. Whatever Giovanni's birthday is.
Let me be.
Just have that be a rocket recruiting day, and then you could get out of these teams, and it could just totally break the system to where rockets can take over gyms.
Yeah, let me be a double
I
agent.
think that'd be sweet.
So then you can pick. So you have like a rival faction. So like in like World of Warcraft, you can pick either Alliance or Horde or whatever, and then like
Okay.
when you pick one
You're
of
out of my
those,
scope, but yes,
yeah, well,
I
I
can see.
try to level with you here. You pick one or the other, and when
Mm-hmm.
you create a character, well, once you've picked the side, you create a character under that banner,
Okay.
and there's certain characters that can only play on this side and on that side.
All right.
So you're like, I want to play Horde because I want to play this character, and
Mm-hmm.
for the Horde, or I want to pick Alliance because I have no soul. So whatever.
Oh.
But really though, so anyway, point is like in Pokemon Go now we have like actual reasons for PvP and other things. Like I'm fucking Team Rocket. I don't
You
care.
want to try me, bitch?
I'm taking your Pokemon. I'm taking your gyms. This is
Yeah,
my gym now.
I think that'd be dope. Like,
It's my gym now.
you
Let me
just
fight.
Let us throw coin in too as a wager.
Yeah. I just want to break the game. Come on, just
Do it.
break the game. Just release your inhibitions.
Come on.
Release your inhibitions.
No, I think that'd be sweet. But let's continue on. So they've taken some things out of the game for the time being.
They made a casual at least 40 million.
It made a casual 40 mil because Niantic is ever hurting during this pandemic.
Hey, a small indie company.
This panorama.
All right, bro.
And now, like, the game's just, again, they're coming out with these events. There's not a whole lot of emphasis behind it. So it's been kind of nice to not really focus on Pokemon for the time being. Like, I've been getting a lot of other stuff done around my house.
Okay.
I'll do the occasional trades. Like, I'm doing, like, trade things, trying to help another buddy get some international Pokemon because I had some on other accounts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll help you out. And that's been kind of the only thing I'm doing is just that. It's been cold, so I haven't really been out for many walks because, again, Colorado,
Oh my
people
god.
keep talking about this awesome weather, and then all of a sudden snow. And I'm like,
It is awesome during the week. And then when I have time off,
then it snows, and I'm just like,
it's like, fuck you.
son
Except for my
of a
birthday
bitch.
weekend, it was beautiful out.
No, it
I mean,
was.
it's hot, but it was
And
beautiful.
like right now, it's nice, and I'm like, okay, tomorrow morning I'm getting up early. I'm gonna go for like a 7-8 mile walk, and try to get like get the last little bit of the 25K. Because now for the Mew quest, I'm in that last like just walk, bitch, and I'm like, like
Props to you
fine.
for actually walking.
Well, yeah, I'm trying not to use like any of the rocker,
rocker?
systems.
Yeah, I bought a swing just for my
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Because, okay, so for people who don't know, some people know, like, I got the 30-day ban thing, like, a year plus ago, right? This is around the time right before the pandemic. Like,
Okay, the panorama.
the panorama. Right?
Okay.
Right when it first hit, I was literally just coming out of... I was going to miss the Lugia raid day that they were going to do.
For the
When
Aeroblast.
Aeroblast was first going to show. I was going to miss that
And then they
entirely.
canceled it anyway.
And then they canceled it because the pandemic hit. So that was like... When the pandemic first hit and that happened, I was like,
Yeah, bitch don't know about Pangea.
yeah. But obviously, all actual pandemic horrors aside, I didn't miss that opportunity. And so ever since that's happened, I've just been playing like without any addition. So like, I don't even have like a tracker system or the scanner system on my phone to be able to see what shows up in Roar
Right.
at all. So I'm playing
Do you
like
still use like Adventure Sync with your watch? Or your
with
Fitbit?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I use that every now and then, and I have like I use the actual Pokeball catcher thing. That
Yeah, I've been
the
seeing you
game-
using that around more.
Yeah, that the game actually provided you, because some people, I still see debates about it online on different social medias, where people are like, is that cheating? Using technology that the game made for you, and people are like, yes, you gotta use this. Like,
Well,
you
they
gotta,
made it.
and I'm
They
like,
made it for the Let's Go games, not Pokemon Go.
oh, I know, but it has the perk for it, so I'm like, bitch, I'm using it. Like, trust. I didn't pay $70.
That's a proper Niantic
Yeah,
/ not Pokemon Go created device for
Yeah.
us to use.
But there's some people, again, you have the purists out there. So ever since then, so when it comes to walking things, like it's legitimately me out there, like walking my happy ass around.
Plus, you're getting ready for like maybe a trip to
Japan.
Japan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just health wise in general, it's good to go for walks. Like,
No.
get out there.
If you could just float everywhere, just do that.
No, because we'll just end up like Wally. You don't need that shit. I'm good.
Not true. I just float
I'm pretty sure.
like Magneto.
I wish. So, no, it's just been that. But, like, what other events are kind of on the horizon?
Okay, so well, right now we got like what? We got the Mega Lopunny, which is awesome. I love Mega Lopunny. But I mean, once you're done with it, or you have your megas, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like what I was
The I'm kind of done with the whole
with the
what
genies.
yeah.
You're done with the genies? Same.
And they're gonna be sticking around for a hot minute. We got
Son of a bitch.
so April is almost done.
Thank goodness.
Why? Why? Thank goodness. April's a great month.
Is it though?
It's better than October. So then there's
No. You
what's good about October? It's cold and miserable.
everything.
No, it's fucking lame. Halloween's a farce.
I'm not denying that, but there's many other things than Halloween.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
No, it's just cold and miserable. Yep.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but
You're the only one that likes
it's okay
October.
that your opinion's wrong.
You're wrong. Spring is
No.
way better than whatever October is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yeah.
I don't even have to justify my reasoning. I'll just say no.
Yeah, it's okay to be
So
wrong.
what else is coming?
So we got April research breakthrough right now is the
Male frillish.
Male frillish. I wonder what May will be, but that'll be coming up in a couple weeks. Mega Venusaur Abomasnow coming out pretty soon. 420, kind of interesting.
420 is going to be a big day.
Is it?
Well, just in terms of like things happening.
For
So
Pokemon Go?
yeah, so we're going to Sustainability Week.
Sustainability. Well, real quick, yeah. Mega Venusaur and Mega Abomasnow are coming.
Mm-hmm.
For interesting reasons. They're plant Pokemon.
The plant Pokemon on 420.
Why Abomasnow?
Because he's grass.
I know, but like, why Abomasnow?
And his eyes, he always looks blazed.
Oh,
That was my guess.
it's kind of a good guess. So then after that, or on the same day, really,
Yeah.
we got about 4 or 5 days of Sustainability Week. So that'll end on Sunday the 25th, and that's stuff like, well, we got Binacle. The Binacle family's coming in, which is fun little Pokemon.
Little Coral-esque Pokemon.
Turns into Barbaracle, which is just a lot of people are either gonna hate it
Or love it.
if they've never seen it before, or they're just like, okay, it's another one of those trash designed Pokemon. And then they're bringing in some other sustainability themed Pokemon to the wild. So you got your Grimers, which can't be shiny. Drillburs, which still can't be shiny for some reason. Trubbish, which can be shiny now in this event, which is cool. Which is a good shiny. It's a cool shiny. Ferroseed, which could be shiny already, but that's going to be in the wild a little bit more. So it'd be fun to get a little bit more of those because what was it turned into? Fortress? Not Fortress, but Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn's gross.
So he has like kind of like tentacle arms, and it has like the
with
barbs.
like clubs. Yeah.
Just beat that bitch.
Just beat the shit out of someone. But anyway, Ferrothorn, that's always been a staple. It's a good Pokemon, especially like PvP and stuff. It's a good defender also.
No doubt.
Then eggs I don't care about, but if you do care about it, I'll just list them off real quick. Diglett, Goldeen, Badu, Cherubi, Finneon, and Drillbur. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me either.
Doesn't matter. The raids are gonna be trash.
Raids are Vileplume, Alolan Executor, awesome Pokemon. You can. It's a chance for your shiny Trubbish and the new Binacle in raids. So if you're doing 1 stars, use your free pass for those 5 days or whatever.
Might as well.
And then Theory and Landorus is still around. And then the Megas, like I said, so Mega Venusaur, Mega Abomasnow, and Mega Lopunny are still going to be in raids. All of those can technically be shiny, which is cool. And then, like I said, yeah, the shiny Trubbish and Garbodor are going to be really cool. As far as the event itself, there's going to be other field research to get like Cottony, Chespin, Binacle. Like event exclusive timed research for you to enjoy, which is probably just recycled stuff. And then you can get a free Sustainability Week t-shirt avatar item. It's free. Take care of your environment, kids, please. Thank you.
That should be a default.
And I guess there's rewards.
Like you'll get a remote raid box, like a free 3 bundle raid passes, which is cool.
Nice.
You'll get the double catch XP. That'll be going live. But I guess there'll be some other stuff to unlock that week. So
there's in-game rewards for participating in the sustainability campaign around the world.
yeah.
So those rewards, I don't know what these activations mean.
Hopefully they'll also just encourage people to actually get some rest and give their phone a rest.
Sure.
Maybe not play so much. I think that should also be a perk to like sign out of the game for 8 hours straight. let the game
Oh,
chill out.
is that your special challenge? Don't
That
open the
would be
game for 8
mine.
hours.
Yeah, like you would have like a little timer to know the last time you logged in, and if you could give your game a break for a bit. I know some people will be like all I can think about was like when we first bought a Pokemon back when Corey played and Ash was just like,
Her face.
you guys are talking about this nerd shit. And
Yeah.
Corey's like, yeah. And we're like, yeah. But then at the same time, like, we actually had other things going on too. So she's like, oh,
True.
how nice to hear that. Like, it's not just Pokemon. And we're like, no, we got plenty of other
Oh,
things.
and then like later on, she's like, "Wow, you actually have cool friends."
That like hurt my spirit a bit. But I was like,
You know,
and there's
stuff
also
like
like
that.
a
It's
pat
just
on the
like,
back. I was like,
well,
yeah.
and for me, it's just like, Pokemon Go players are. It's kind of unassuming. You can't just assume they're all like nerds that
No.
have nothing better to do than play Pokemon. There's just like all shapes and sizes
Of the
of
fandom.
Pokemon Go players. Yeah, because you have people like oh my god, the older gentleman Valor. We used to run into him all the time.
Pat?
Pat. Yeah. Well, people like Pat, and then Dan, and then Skip,
Yeah.
and then us, and then the kids that you run into, and then
Yeah, like there's a whole bunch, but I think something where people took a break from the game would be good. Maybe they'll do a mental health week, and now I hope they advertise something like that. Or maybe if they try to emphasize Pokemon sleep,
well,
maybe they could
whatever
do
happened to that? Where's Pokemon Sleep?
Pokemon sleep. They
Drop the
didn't.
ball.
I didn't. Did they
What?
do an event for Pokemon Home?
Kind of, but not really.
Yeah,
It's like one of the, like, obviously it's under the radar. The problem with that though,
Mhm.
Jack, is if they have players not play for 8 hours, that's 8 hours worth of money they're not making potentially. So
They just got 40 bills or 40
yeah,
mils. So
why
they're
stop
like,
there? Why not 80? Why not 120?
because again,
Because why?
happy customers mean longer customers.
You're
If
happy regardless
they're
because people are still playing this
if
game.
they're healthier by having good mental health, they can play even longer.
I
If you have
appreciate.
players that burn out, you're not gonna have the long time income that they want.
I mean, I appreciate
So
the sentimentality there.
just
But,
saying, as someone who
they
does
do not care.
wellness and looked at that and analyzed how it impacts people,
Yeah,
Niantic should really look at that.
I agree with you, but they don't care. That's why they keep hitting us with event after event. If they
But
really
again,
cared,
the
like maybe
events
don't.
aren't as taxing as the events used to be. That's the
Sure,
nice
they're
part.
not, but people are still going out and playing them nonstop. So, like, yeah, I don't think they care.
Again,
They want to make more money. They don't care about the people.
do it. Have like a cool perk for that 8 hour thing if you do it. Okay. I don't care if you take that idea, but do it, please. Thank you. Much love.
The perk's going to be you didn't play for 8 hours, so you missed this very small window to get a free shiny Mew in the wild or something.
Shut the fuck up. Like, while you were sleeping, bitch.
Yeah, while you were sleeping.
I was like, no.
But yeah, so we have Sustainability Week. During that same day, because it's a spotlight hour, will be Grimer spotlight hours. So little grimy boys will be out. You get shiny chances, little green Grimers. Yummy. The Wednesday after will be Therian Form Landorus
No one cares.
for 8 hour still. Friendship Day. Friendship Day. Imagine calling it Friendship Day, but it's only 3 hours. Like, what the hell? What's up with that? Like, we've kind of gotten it good. Like, the Community Day is 6 hours,
Which is dope.
which is nice because it gives me flexibility. I don't have to play for all 6. I can play
No.
for a few, which is what I do. And I can be flexible. I don't have to be there at 11 in the morning. I can be there at noon or 1 and play my couple of hours.
Yeah.
This is annoying. They're going 3 hours for what I'd argue is pretty important. Like Friendship Day is all like, and the big one, the big banner thing about Friendship Day is you have an increased chance of receiving a lucky Pokemon when you complete a trade with a friend. Where I need that more.
But that goes till 5.
That does go till 5, sure. So that's the 6 hours for that. But like, why did they nerf?
I just don't know why they advertise it as day when it's not legitimately even half the day.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense. Like at least Community Day is like 6. That's a good chunk of change.
But
the day, considering a lot of people try to sleep as much as they can. 6 hours is a good chunk, but 4 right in the middle of the day. So most people are probably waking up. My guess is around like 10 or 11.
mhm.
That's right when your day is starting.
Yeah.
Like,
So anyway, they
you're gonna
have
want to
the.
get food. You're gonna want to like some people like brunch. I guess like that's a thing for people.
So the idea, and this is especially good for you because you're trying to get your lucky decks, is like you have an increased chance of receiving lucky Pokemon when completing a trade with a friend, which is nice. But again, like
Where's the guaranteed luckies?
there are no guaranteed lucky. They use that.
Why not?
They were like, hey, remember we tried to guarantee luckies, and then that kind of nothing happened with that.
What do you mean nothing?
The 10 old Pokemon, like you use them and that's it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mind that. I thought that shit was dope.
Yeah, what I'm saying is they never brought it. There's nothing. That's it. That's your free luckies, and they will never give you guaranteed luckies again because you already used them. Thanks, idiot.
Like, bitch, like, watch yourself.
No, think about it though. Like
No.
they're like, this is it. This is our limited resource. If you use all 10 now, that's on you.
That was bound to happen in your next 10 trades.
And they
anyways.
don't care, and
No.
they will never guarantee luckies
No.
again.
Bring that shit back.
I will, please do, but
Bring
they
that
won't.
shit back, please.
I would love it.
Didn't have to be 10. It could be 3. Just
Just
first 3 trades could be lucky.
well, guess what?
Don't.
They have a perfect event for that, and that's not what's happening. So that should tell you all you need to know
Nope.
about
no.
how they feel about
I
it.
know they have bad timing. That will just come up as its own separate thing.
I appreciate your faith in them, but
I do. I try to keep the faith because, again, if not, I'll just be brought down by negativity and sadness. So
there's no negativity and sadness. It's just whatever. It's what it is. Yeah. Niantic's just like they're no different from other game developers.
I try to give them some faith.
Okay, well
Again.
the faith is missed again because it's increased chance of receiving a lucky Pokemon when you complete a trade.
Mhm.
Not here's 3 just to
That's
start off
fine.
your day.
That's fine. My lucky dex is mostly done anyways. Most people don't even have what I need.
That's fine. But the idea is you're trying to promote that. So for you who've already done at least 10 million trades, sure. You know?
Yeah.
But like for other players, like what if I
It'll
wanted
be
to start
okay.
getting a lucky dex? I'm like, "Oh, I'd like to get a lucky dex. Oh, let me get a
It'll be
chance."
okay. Again, if anyone's really trying to get lucky Pokemon, you're gonna need at least 50 of each to do it. If you're really trying hard.
But therein lies the problem.
For some. But again, I don't want to focus on that too much. So with the increased trade distance, we have the 3 times catch XP, lures, incense, dope. There's also going to be the challenge. So there's going to be collection challenges. So you could get 100,000
Yeah.
XP. Fuck yeah, but most likely you can't use a lucky egg for that. So, but still, that's 100,000 XP. That's a good chunk. That's like getting a best friend for free. Then you have the hourly challenges. So you can earn a possible 60,000 XP if we can complete all 3 challenges within the 3-hour window we have.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. And then there's going to be the confetti, which we talked about before. It's nice to have like actual like.
Yeah, like give me some atmosphere in my game.
Yeah, like that's
Make it
going to be
feel
dope.
cool.
So with the Pokemon that'll be out, the shiny Tangela potentially, and if you haven't gotten a shiny Chikorita or Sunkern, they're out. But also Connie and Fungus.
Cottony and Fungus.
So those are the kiddos that will be out during that time. So that'd be kind of cool. So again, this is an opportunity to kind of stock up on some of those grass Pokemon. Another opportunity if you're trying to get
Well, if you
max out those boys.
Yeah, I was gonna say because those are pretty easy. Like
Farm that
Chikorita,
out
for
candy.
instance, Chikorita and maybe Tangela are probably easier ones to max out for your trying to get level 50 still.
Yeah.
For that ridiculous challenge.
And again, if you have friends that say you're meeting up with someone who's from like Fort Collins or something and they're catching Pokemon, you meet up later, save those Pokemon and then do the trades because then that'll be like a 3 like
Yeah, the trade distance.
the trade
thing is
distance
huge.
will be max and then you also get an X out candy.
Well,
from
and
that,
so yeah, the trade distance for this event will be 40 km, which is nice. But like,
yeah.
so then you don't have to meet up to trade as
Well,
much.
is that where the three? I wasn't sure how many
I thought it was
kilometers apart it has
100K.
to be.
Is it 100K?
I thought it was.
I think it's but
It's been a hot minute.
Point being is like, try to maximize your trade distance if you are trading, especially even if it's like a bunch of like.
This is a time to contact all those lucky
Stardust
friends
trades.
who don't live in your immediate city, but maybe a city over if you can. Again, if you
speaking
can.
of which, Niantic,
Because
we've talked about this.
please.
Where are you at? Give me some kind of system to ping and or talk to these people that I have lucky trades with. Because guess what? Lucky Friendship Day? It's a perfect day for me to meet this person and get and like guarantee my lucky trade with them. And then also like keep playing with them, my friends. I do have a lucky trade with someone in St. Louis. It makes me a little sad. Like I'm not getting that anytime soon. But yeah, like
it would.
Come on.
So,
also, the lucky Pokemon. This is another reason to look into it is because lucky Pokemon are easier to level up.
Definitely, it's
Way
a lot
easier.
cheaper for your
Cheaper.
Stardust wallet.
You still need the XL candies and everything, but your Stardust wallet will thank you a little bit.
Well, even your is it Stardust? What was the candy cost?
I thought the candy cost was the same.
Maybe.
Is it cheaper?
Well, it might be just the Stardust.
I thought at least the Stardust is
what's going to hurt you the most, but either way.
Yeah. But I mean, we just got 2 times catch Stardust from from the challenge. Anyway, so that's coming up, and again, that's only a 3-hour window. Well, it's 6 hours for the trades, I guess, but which is cool. That's the more important part, I would say, but still.
Yeah. And again, it might not hurt to have a lucky egg. No. Just in case, because if it is like best friend and you can use your lucky egg, that's a good chunk of experience you could get. So if you're on that cusp of leveling up, that might be a good opportunity for you.
I guess that's the other problem I have with this type of event, and maybe that's why they increased just the trade window for those 3 hours afterward, is because they advertise 3 times catch XP. And they advertise, hey, there's all these challenges, so you're probably gonna have to catch a bunch to meet these challenges. Well, if I'm trying to catch stuff, I can't trade. Like, imagine if you could trade in the background. You set the trade, and then you can go back to the map to catch Pokemon.
So, Dan, I have to thank you for it. And again, because I don't know who all listens, so Dan showed me a magical trick when it comes to interacting on your phone with your account. So during the double XP event that they had for the Spotlight Hour, he's like, dude, if you just sign on to 2 phones, you could double evolve.
Yes.
I didn't know that, and because I'm a stupid bitch.
Like, well, I mean, because in the past, like, it's kind of like a, like a programming bug. Because like in the past, like if you logged into your same account on another phone, it would like boot you. There would be like a hitch on the other phone.
Yeah.
And then, like,
Well, I'm wondering if during this you could have one phone catching
and one trading,
and one phone you're just doing trades with someone nearby.
I hope so. That'd be cool. I mean, not everyone has 2 devices, but if you do,
like,
take advantage of that.
That's a very privileged perk. I'll call that a privileged perk. Sure. Is doing that.
But so, I mean, like, even if you have like just like a tablet at home or something,
you're running an incense because again they last. You don't have to be out and about, but if you need Pokeballs, this is the prime time to go stock up your bag. Yes, so like find parks. Like I highly recommend that. Just find parks that you could chill at, read a book, get out of the house for a sec, and just stock up your bag and catch Pokemon. Like,
do you imagine if the house was on the corner over there? So I could
reach
the
I'd be here all the time.
Just like chilling, like
I would just be linked up and just be like, yeah.
But yeah, no, like, so I feel like this is an unfocused event in that sense. It's like, hey, you want to trade to get lucky trades, but you need to go catch all these Pokemon. But if you can do the 2 phone or 2 device system, hey, try it. That'd be really cool. But I'm saying, like, it'd be nice if you could just do that without having to have a second device. Like, if you could literally, like, set the trade window, it's trading in the background, and you just back out to your map, and you're just like, hey, I'm catching.
You're thinking in 3021. We'll get there.
Eventually.
We'll get there.
You're right. I forgot.
Have the faith.
When Hanky comes out with the AR glasses, and I can just do everything with my eyes.
Yeah, you just like. Mine would be whenever my hat moves. It's like throwing a Pokeball, so I'll be in meetings. And people are like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Well, that always freaks people out. They're just like,
Wait, how's your hat moving?
how's my hat moving? And I'm like,
Because it's
I
like
just
on
have
my
like really
brow.
good eyebrow muscles, like to where my head will move.
True.
It's really nice. But again, it always freaks people out because people have fucking staring problems. So when they're staring at me, and I was like, they're just like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Surprise, motherfucker!
Surprise,
I see
motherfucker.
you."
What else we got? Just real quick, we got
Well,
nothing
there's
really.
that, and then there's a snap
The
event.
Pokemon Snap event. So the new Pokemon Snap is coming out at the end of the month. I'm about to say year. The end of the month.
You're just wanting 2021 over, which I don't blame you.
I mean, fuck at this rate, it'll be over in 2 weeks. You know, like it's almost May.
There's so much fuckery that's already
It's just
been
oh my
afoot, and I'm
gosh,
just like,
the world's falling apart. But anyway, we have the new Pokemon Snap coming out. We're going to the Bean region,
it's true.
the Lentil region,
Lentil.
Lentil. But it's they in the trailer.
Like lentil.
Well, in the trailer, they pronounced it Lentil region. Like
It's
I'm
the
sitting
Bean
there, I'm
region.
watching the trailer, and I'm like, oh, of course.
Legumes.
Why haven't they done Pokemon Snap again, like on a newer console? They brought it onto the virtual console for like the Wii and stuff, but they never like did a new Pokemon Snap, and there's only like over 900 of them, so like
They need
they had
to.
a couple. But they're finally doing one for the Switch, which seems like the
Yay.
perfect system for it. But anyway, they showed the trailer. I was like super pumped. I'm sitting here like, yeah, new Pokemon Snap. Yeah, let's go. It's like when you go to the Lentil region, I'm like,
The fuck is this?
the Bean region,
What's
the
wrong with-
legumes.
What's wrong with the beans?
Oh, I love beans. No problem with the beans. It's just kind of funny to me. Because I in my head I spelled it Lentil like lentils, but then it's spelled with an A instead of an I, so now it's lentil.
So with this event,
4 days
4 days.
because the game Pokemon Snap releases on Friday, April 30th.
Yes.
So this will go from that Thursday, the 29th, until Sunday, the 2nd.
Yay.
And so yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff coming out. I think
Yeah, so it's gonna have field researches and timed researches that focus on taking photos.
snapshots. Wow.
Which again, if you don't want to do it in AR, you can
Wow.
turn that off in your settings menu. Highly recommend that. Just makes it a lot easier to deal with.
Or if you're a glutton for punishment, keep it on.
There'll be new stickers if you're one of those people that do stickers for some godforsaken reason.
Stickers.
There's also new avatar items and all that jazz.
Yep.
There'll be Pokemons inspired by the deserts, jungles, and underwater landscapes.
Think about like GoFest. I mean, it's not like every hour.
But
Hey,
it's
there's
pretty
a
close.
there's a thing, but like yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
So it'll have featuring Dugtrio, for some reason not shiny, Apom, which is fine, Lotads, could be shiny, Cacnea, and Ducklet, which is cool.
Ducklet.
And then in the snaps, you have the encounter of
Smeargle.
potentially running into a shiny Smeargle,
Ooh.
which is great. I think he's like a gold color, and he has like a red brush. So
For his
definitely
tail.
keep your eye out for the red on the tail.
Red on tail.
And then the raids are Vaporeon, Meganium, and Trapinch, which again is focused on the game. I don't know what their benefits will be. There's no special moves mentioned for them. So again, this is a prime time to just save your raid passes, unless for some reason it's a mission requires a raid or something.
Okay,
then do whatever.
What I don't understand is like with this, and you kind of briefly mentioned it, Niantic, again. What the fuck are we doing? Dodrio can't be shiny in the wild?
Porque?
Why not? Vaporeon can't be shiny. I'm raiding. I spent a raid pass to raid Vaporeon, which Vaporeon's a great Pokemon.
That's just in the wild.
No, I'm talking about the Vaporeon and the raid battle.
Sorry, I'm thinking
Sorry,
Dugtrio. I'm
going down to Vaporeon, and like I love Vaporeon. Don't get me wrong; it's a great Pokemon. I spent a raid pass and it can't even be shiny. That's a Gen 1 Pokemon. You literally had a Kanto event where every Pokemon was supposed to be shiny, and then they fucked us. They said only 20 of these Pokemon will be in the wild and you have to evolve them.
I don't know.
Or trade them. And then Meganium?
I really want to be able to just like, if I had the opportunity to just sit in the room as they're brainstorming these events.
Yep.
And just be like, why are we doing that? I'm sure I'd be annoying as fuck. Like, my teachers told me that all the time as a kid. They're like, you ask too many fucking questions. And I think that's how we get answers. You ask fucking questions. And a lot of these are just kind of they're events. They're not bad events, but Niantic has it's a lot of missed opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, in this
But
one, like I
I'm
said,
still looking forward to this because I do want Shiny Smirgle. Like that's gonna be awesome. And they might do some stuff like they're definitely gonna be like, take a picture of a grass Pokemon here, or do this or do that, which is a fine task.
go to the desert real quick, take a
Yeah.
picture of Cacnea.
It's like I'll just go to my front yard and just barren wasteland. Yeah,
Desert.
like, dope.
True.
But
My backyard's also like that.
yeah, definitely. Sadly. But
It's just
yeah,
dirt.
so there'll be that. What else is going on? That's pretty much going to be it for like
The next few weeks.
April. So again, it seems like they're going to have like an event a week, which some will last 4 days, some will last 3 hours. So it's just kind of like, and then hopefully with May, and again, as people start, no pressure if you do get the vaccine or not, whatevs. But hopefully, as a nation, as people start to get, hopefully, if we start declining,
Yeah.
that we can actually have these meetups in person again. Because I do miss happy hours. Like
Well, I
when we
think
went
I
out to
saw-
have Mexican food yesterday, like I was like, man, this is the first time I've had like a drink
Yeah.
outside of
margs.
like my home that's not related to anything besides just having a drink
True.
in a hot minute.
But
Like-
been a few.
I think the last time was when we went to Chili's, which was like a couple months ago.
Yeah, well, because the last time we went, we didn't even drink.
Yeah. Like
But the last time we were able to like take advantage of a happy hour or something, yeah, it's been
a minute. So like that's one thing I can see people, and again, I'd sing at that South Park episode, like I think all the 61 and plus were like, yeah, like going crazy, which is great. Like you should
Well,
be
and it's
enjoy your age, but at
And
the
it is
same
getting
time
better.
be mindful.
please be mindful, please be safe.
Always.
Yeah, because like
We're
I
in the-
think even in LA they posted up like 1% positivity rate, if that,
What do you mean?
for COVID.
Like it's gone up?
No, down to 1%.
Oh, that's good. I know like some areas, like because my roommate, he works in Douglas County, like they're 100% open. Like
Yeah.
And I'm just like, good gracious.
Well, I'm saying like because they've been rolling out like vaccines and stuff like crazy.
Mhm.
So. And it is, if you can get it, again, no pressure. You just do whatever you think is best for you.
Because
But
there's like vaccinespotter.org, I think was the site I used. And that was really quick. Like I was able to schedule an appointment within like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like literally 10 minutes from my house. Like I was like, oh shit. Like
yeah, my healthcare peeps
Oh,
reached out to me,
goodness,
said,
like-
"Hey, you can go do this. We got you an appointment."
So if that's something you're interested in, definitely check out that website. If not, just be smart. I trust that you're a smart person. So
Bold of you
I have
to
to
trust
have
that I'm smart.
I have to have some faith.
But yeah, hopefully maybe sometime this year, maybe we have an in-person community day event.
I would love that.
Maybe a
A barbecue.
or barbecue.
We could use all that fucking meat. Jesus
I
Christ.
do have a lot of meat.
So much.
And then yeah. But anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for looking at our faces. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, you're a beautiful motherfucker. We out. Bye.
Bye.